We continue exercise 3.5 word problem, and firstly we see question number part 4 of question number 4. Places A and B are 100 km apart on a highway. On a highway there are two places. On a highway there are two places, A and B. On a highway there are two places, A and B, and these two places are 100 km apart. On a highway there are two places, A and B, and the distance between place A and B is 100 km. One car starts from A and another from B. Suppose car C1 starts from A and car C2 starts from B. There are two cars, car C1 and car C2. Car C1 starts from point A and car C2 starts from point B. So one car starts from A and another from B at the same time. If the cars travel in the same direction, means car C1 is traveling from A to B and car C2 is also traveling in the same direction, in forward direction. Car C1 is travel towards B and car C2 is traveling away from B. Means when they are traveling in the same direction with different speeds. If the cars travel in the same direction at different speeds, they meet in 5 hours. When both the cars C1 and C2 are traveling in the same direction, they meet in 5 hours. This is the first case. And if they travel towards each other means car C1 is traveling in this direction from A to B and car C2 has changed its direction. Car C2 is traveling from B to A. This is the second case. If they travel towards each other, car C1 is traveling from A to B, car C2 is traveling from B to A. They meet in 1 hour. In second case, both the cars meet in 1 hour. So find the speeds of two cars. So firstly we suppose, let a speed of car C1. The speed of car C1 is x km per hour and the speed of car C2 is y km per hour. Both are traveling with different speeds. Now we take first case. When both cars are traveling in the same direction, when C1 and C2, both cars are traveling in the same direction. This is the first case. When they are traveling in the same direction, then it is very clear, then they do not meet between A and B. When they are traveling in the same direction, suppose they meet at point P. When C1 and C2 are traveling in the same direction, suppose they meet at point P. जब C1 भी इसी डायरेक्शन में जा रहा है और C2 भी इसी डायरेक्शन में जा रहा है, तो ये तो क्लियर है कि दोनों A और B के बीच मीट करेंगे नहीं, क्योंकि जितनी डिस्टेंस ये कवर करेगा फिर ये आगे निकल जाएगा। तो हमने सपोज किया कि B के बाद P पॉइंट पे दोनों मीट करते हैं। अब the distance AB, the distance AB can be written as, distance AB can be written as distance AP minus distance BP. अब हम इस AB को क्या लिख सकते हैं? डिस्टेंस AB इज इक्वल टू डिस्टेंस फ्रॉम A to P minus distance from B to P. So AB can be written as AP minus BP. And what is AP? So AP is the distance covered by car C1 when they are traveling in the same direction. AP is the distance covered by car C1 and BP is the distance covered by car C2 when they are traveling in the same direction. And AB is the distance which is already given. So AB equals to 100 and AP. What is AP? AP is the distance covered by car C1 and we know the formula for distance. Distance equals to speed into time. Distance equals to speed into time. So AB distance will also be equal to speed into time. And AP is the distance covered by car C1 and the speed of car C1 is x and time taken is 5 hours. दोनों 5 hours के बाद मीट करते हैं, मीन्स दोनों ने 5 hours तक ट्रेवल किया. So the speed of car C1 is x and time taken is 5 and we get the distance speed into time. Minus BP. BP is the distance covered by car C2. Again distance covered by car C2 equals to a speed of car C2 into time taken by car C2. So speed of car C2 is y and car C2 has also taken time 5 hours. So we get the first number equation, 5x minus 5y. 5x minus 5y. 5x minus 5y equals to 100. From both the terms, we take 5 as common. So x minus y equals to 100 and x minus y equals to 20. So this is the first number equation when they are traveling in the same direction. Now second case. Now we take second case. When they are traveling towards each other, traveling towards each other, एक दूसरे की तरफ ट्रेवल कर रहे हैं. When they are traveling towards each other, suppose they meet at Q. जब दोनों एक दूसरे के तरफ ट्रेवल करेंगे तो A और B के बीच में किसी पॉइंट पे दोनों मीट करेंगे. Now in this situation, the distance AB can be written as distance AQ plus distance BQ. In second condition, when they are traveling towards each other and they meet at point Q between A and B, in this situation the distance AB is written as distance covered AQ plus distance BQ. Again AB is 100 and AQ is the distance covered by car C1 and distance equals to speed into time. Speed is x and in this case the time taken is 1 hour. Plus BQ is the distance covered by car C2, speed into time. Speed of C2 is y and time taken is 1 hour. So we get the second equation, x plus y equals to 100. Now we have to solve both the equations by cross multiplication method. We can solve by any method, but we here solve by cross multiplication. X plus y equals to 100. Write down the formula x, y and minus 1. When we take x, close it, multiply in this direction. So minus 1 multiplied by 100, we get minus 100. minus formula. Then we close y, sorry, when we close x, then multiplied in this way, minus 1 into 100, then minus 1 into 20, which is 20. When we take y, then close y and multiply in this direction, 1 multiplied by 20, it gives 20, minus 1 multiplied by 100, which is 100. Then when we take constant term, then the first multiplication direction is 1 into 1 minus 1 into minus 1. So x upon minus 120 equals to y upon minus 80 equals to minus 1 upon 2. Minus minus plus 1 plus 1 2. From first and last, so x by minus 120 equals to minus 1 by 2, minus cancel, 2x equals to 120, and get the value of x equals to 60 km per hour. This is the speed of car C1. When we solve last two terms, y by minus 80 equals to minus 1 by 2, minus cancelled, 2y equals to 80 and y equals to 40 km per hour. So the speed of car A is 60 km, car C1 is 60 km per hour, and the speed of car C2 is 40 km per hour. See fifth part of question 4. The area of a rectangle gets reduced by 9 square units. The area of a rectangle. The area of a rectangle gets reduced by 9 square units. The area of a rectangle gets reduced by 9 square units if its length is reduced by 5 units. If its length is reduced by 5 units. If its length is reduced by 5 units and breadth is increased by 3 units and breadth is increased by 3 units. This is the first part of the question. The second part, if we increase the length by 3 units, if we increase the length, if we increase the length by 3 units, if we increase the length by 3 units and the breadth by 2 units and the breadth by 2 units and the breadth by 2 units, the area increases by 67 square units. The area increases by 67 square units. The area increases by 67 square units. Find the dimensions of the rectangle. find the dimensions of rectangle. So we have to find the dimensions, so we put let length of the rectangle, let length of the rectangle be x, and let breadth of the rectangle be y. Then what would be its area? If length is L, if length is x and breadth is y, then area equals to length into breadth. Area equals to x into y. Now the first part, if its length is reduced by 5 units, so new length. Original length was x unit, its length is reduced by 5 unit, means it becomes x minus 5. And breadth is increased by 3 units, so new breadth. It increased by 3 units, means it becomes y plus 3. And the area is reduced by 9 square units. So the new area, the initial area was xy and now it reduced by 9 square units, means it becomes xy minus 9. Now length into breadth equals to area. So x minus 5 into y plus 3 equals to xy minus 9. Remove the bracket, x into y, xy plus 3x minus 5y minus 15 equals to xy minus 9. xy and xy gets cancelled. So we get 3x minus 5y equals to minus 9, and minus 15 goes on right side, becomes plus. So the final result is 3x minus 5y equals to 6. This is the first number equation. 3x minus 5y equals to 6. We get the first number equation. Now the second part of the question. If we increase the length by 3 units. So new length again increased by 3 units. So x plus 3. If we increase the length by 3 units and breadth by 2 units, so new breadth, it increases by 2 units, means it becomes y plus 2. The area increases by 67 square units. Now new area equals to xy plus 67. Again use the formula, length into breadth equals to area. So x plus 3 into y plus 2 equals to xy plus 67. So multiply, remove the bracket, xy plus 2x plus 3y plus 6 equals to xy plus 67. xy cancelled, and 2x plus 3y equals to 67 minus 6, and 2x plus 3y equals to 61. This is the second number equation. Now we have to solve both the equations. So write down 3x minus 5y is equals to 6, and 2x plus 3y equals to 61. Write down the proforma. X equals to y equals to minus 1. When we take x, close it, multiply in this direction, minus 5 into 6. So minus 5 into 61. Formula ka minus 3 into 6, 18. When we take y, close it, multiply in this direction, 2 multiplied by 6, 12, minus 3 multiplied by 61, 3 into 61. When we take the constant term, then remove this, multiply in the initial direction, 3 multiplied by 3, 9, minus 2 into minus 10, minus 5, 2 into minus 5, which is minus 10. So x upon, this comes to be minus of 305 minus 18, and y upon 12 minus 183 equals to minus 1 upon 9 plus 10. So x upon minus 323 y upon minus 171. 183 minus 12, 171 equals to minus 1 by 19. From first and last, so x by minus 323 equals to minus 1 by 19, minus cancelled, and 19x equals to 323 and x equals to x equals to 323 by 19. So 323 divided by 19, we get 70. 323 divided by 19, we get 70. So the value of x is 70. Now solve second and third. So y by minus 171 equals to minus 1 by 19, and 19y equals to 171, and y equals to 171 upon 19, and it gives 9. So the value of y equals to 9. So the length is 17 and the breadth is 9. Now we solve question number second. Second part of fourth question. It is a fraction becomes 1 by 3 when 1 is subtracted from the numerator. A fraction becomes 1 by 3. A fraction becomes 1 by 3 when a fraction becomes 1 by 3 when 1 is subtracted from the numerator. When 1 is subtracted from the numerator. 1 is subtracted from the numerator and it becomes 1 by 4. And it becomes 1 by 4, and it becomes 1 by 4 when 8 is added. 8 is added to the denominator. Then find the fraction. Find the fraction. The question is, a fraction becomes 1 by 3 when 1 is subtracted from the numerator, and it becomes 1 by 4 when 8 is added to the denominator. So let fraction be x bar y, where x is the numerator, y is the denominator. So when 1 is subtracted from the numerator, means x minus y, and denominator keeps as it is, the fraction becomes 1 by 3. Solve this equation. So 3x minus 3 equals to y, and 3x minus y equals to 3. This is the first number equation. The second part, the fraction becomes 1 by 4 when 8 is added to the denominator, means x upon y plus 8. The fraction becomes 1 by 4. So cross multiplication, 4x equals to y plus 8, and 4x minus y equals to 8. This is the second number equation. So from first and second, 3x minus y equals to 3, and 4x minus y equals to 8. Write down the performer x, y, and minus 1. When we take x, then it gives -8 minus of 3. Formula का minus and then -3. When we take y, then multiply in this direction. So 4 3 are 12 minus 8 into 3 24. When we take -1, multiply in this direction. 3 into -1 -3 minus 4 into -1 -4. So x upon -8 plus 3, y upon -12 minus 1 upon -3 plus 4. So x by -5, y by -12 equals to -1 by 1. From first and last, x by -5 equals to -1 and the value of x is 5. From second and third, y by -12 equals to -1, y equals to 12. So the result is, the fraction is x by y, so 5 by 12. This is the result. We get the fraction as 5 by 12. See, third part of fourth question. Third part of fourth question. Yes, scored 40 marks in a test, getting 3 marks for each right answer and losing 1 marks for each wrong answer. Yes, scored 40 marks by getting 3 marks for each right answer and losing 1 marks for each wrong answer. Had 4 marks had been awarded for each correct and 2 marks been deducted for each incorrect, then yes would have scored 50 marks. So how many questions were there in the test? So we have to find the number of questions in the text. So for each right answer, the marks is x. For right answer, the marks is x. And for 3 marks for each right answer. The right answer, let the question which is right is x. Number of question which is right is x, and let the question which is wrong is y. The number of wrong question is y. So yes scored 40 marks in a test, getting 3 marks for each right answer. Getting 3 marks for each right answer, and there are x right answer. There are x right answers, so he get 3x, and losing 1 marks for each wrong answer. So 1 marks for each wrong answer. There are y wrong answers. So 3x minus y. For losing, we are using minus sign, and the total marks he got is 40. This is the first equation. Now, had 4 marks been awarded for each correct answer and 2 marks been deducted for each incorrect answer. 4 marks for each right answer means 4x, and 2 marks deducted for each wrong answer. Then the marks got is 50. The total marks he got is 50. Solve by cross multiplication method. X, y and minus 1. When we take x, close this, multiply minus 1 into 50 minus 50 minus and minus 2 into 40 minus 80. When we take y, Then close this, multiply in this way, 4 into 40, 160 minus 50 into 3, 150. When we take the constant term, multiply in this way, 3 into minus 2 minus 6 minus 4 into minus 1 minus 4. So x upon minus 50 plus 80, y upon 10 equals to minus 1 upon minus 6 plus 4. So x by 30 equals to y by 10 equals to minus 1 by minus 2, minus and minus cancelled from first and last. X by 30 equals to 1 by 2 and 2x equals to 30. We get x equals to 50. From second and third, y by 10 equals to 1 by 2 and 2y equals to 10, then y equals to 5. So the number of correct answer is 50. Number of correct answer is 50 and number of wrong answers is 5 and total number of question is 20. Number of, we had to find the how many questions were there in the test. So there were 20 questions in the test and number of correct answers 15, number of wrong answers 5 and total number of questions. Total number of questions is 20.